What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon, and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about The Empire Strikes Back from a certain point of view. I was very excited about this book because when they announced all 40 of the authors that were going to be in this, if you don't know, this is 40 stories celebrating the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back. I was just amazed at the range of authors they pulled. They pulled so many women, they pulled so many YA authors. Like, this book has stories from R.F. Kuang, S.A. Chakraborty, Kirsten White, Tracy Deonn. Like, we know so many of these names. I've talked about so many of these names on this channel before, so I was very, very excited to get into it. And when it came to like what I was expecting from the stories, so I read the A New Hope version and it was okay. I didn't really like it all that much. I did end up kind of just skipping around. My friend told me which ones were the best ones and I kind of read those. So when it came to this, I was a little bit nervous. I know with anthology, you know, some stories are better than others. Not every single story in a book is going to be a banger, but I did really enjoy a lot of the stories in this. And I tagged a couple of them specifically. We'll talk about those in a little bit. But overall, I think this book was just so well done. I am giving it a B+. I think a lot of the stories just worked so well together. It almost formed like a separate narrative that was all interconnected, like behind the scenes, which I really enjoyed. I was very surprised by the amount of female perspectives we got. We also follow a lot of romantic relationships, whether it was people getting together or some yearning and some pining. Like, that was just really, really fun to see. And it was definitely very unexpected. Something else that I really liked in this is that it wasn't just kind of focusing on like one-off like little background characters or like little one-off adventures in the background, but also at the beginning of this book, it was really focusing in on like where we were at in like the overall war that was going on. So like the rebellion is, you know, kind of struggling. Like, yeah, they blew up the Death Star 3 years ago, but it's been 3 years and the Empire is still looking for them. They're dealing with how to hold out hope. And then, you know, the devastation that happens on Hoth. It was just really interesting to see all these different perspectives and to see how it was connected to stories that were going to happen later on in the book. So like I said, I did tag a couple of stories in particular that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm not going to go into spoilers or anything about them, but I do want to let you know which ones were my favorites. So first up, Eyes of the Empire by Kirsten White, Ion Control by Emily Kurtzky, Against All Odds by R.F. Kuang, A Naturalist on Hoth by Hank Green. Actually, this one's probably my favorite story from the book. I was very surprised by that. For the Last Time by Beth Rivas, Disturbance by Mike Chen, Vergence by Tracy Deonn, There Is Always Another by Mackenzie Lee. I was screaming. Okay, like, listen, we just rewatched all of the prequels on my podcast, Lipstick and Lightsabers, and from that to this, just screaming. But What Does He Eat by S.A. Chakraborty, and finally Faith in an Old Friend by Brittany N. Williams. This is probably the one that I was the most excited about, and it definitely did deliver for me. So like I said, overall, I am giving this book a B+. I would recommend checking it out. I definitely did skip over a couple of the stories that just weren't for me. There was kind of a lull in the middle where I got just a little bit bored. I'm not super into the bounty hunting stuff, but with this being an anthology and with this being 40 stories, there is something in it for everyone. The only caveat I would say is that the stories are really more rewarding to fans who know like a ton about Star Wars. I was wondering if some of these would work if you were more of a casual viewer. So I would be interested to know if some of you picked this up with that going into it. But overall, I really enjoyed this and I definitely recommend it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!